Hey, good morning, everyone. I want to thank you for taking some of your time to join Mark and I over at Financialize on some great lead vendors. A lot of new things going on with Financialize. So if you've been on a webinar with Mark before, just be ready to learn about some fantastic news updates. Before we get started, I do have some important information to share. Who we are here at IMES, and just a quick highlight of why our agents love working with our team. We're going to have a few polls throughout the webinar, and if you have any questions, don't hesitate to put them in the webinar questions box, and we'll get those answered for you today. The first thing I want to highlight today is our commitment to delivering best-in-class customer service for all of our agents, and one way that we do this is that you can always reach a live person during our business hours. Our number is always 800 255 5055. We're going to strive to answer your phone call with an IMES employee with 2 rings or less. Our new producer builders are for those of you who are new to us here at IMES. These bonuses are available based on your production level in the first 180 days of contracting with us. We have great levels that you can qualify at, and as you can see inside each level, there are some great options for you. We've got incredible business building tools, personal perks for you, and even cash rewards available. If you would like to know where you stand towards your new producer builder, or if you would like to have a conversation about how to achieve the next level, don't hesitate to give us a call and talk with your sales director. Another business builders program we provide for all of our agents is our referred producer program. I see a couple advisors on with us today that have already taken advantage of this program. Our business on the wholesale side of the industry is similar to yours in the field, in that one of the best leads we could ever obtain is a referral from one of our valued producers. This is why we want to make it worth your while to refer a producer to us. When you refer a producer to us and they get contracted, we're going to cut you a $50 thank you check. And then where the real money comes in is as that referral rights business, you're going to receive an override on that business. Our ownership team consists of Charles, Steve, Curtis, and Chris. They sign checks for thousands of dollars every quarter. And with that being said, if you can think of anyone that could benefit from doing business with our team, don't hesitate to type their information into that questions box, or you can email me with that information. And then below that is our marketing reimbursement program, which is our most popular program that we offer. For every 100K in FIA premium, you're going to get $100 in your marketing reimbursement account. And then why this is so popular for our advisors is that we truly do consider this to be your money. So you're going to have the flexibility on what services, when, and who you use these funds with. It is your marketing reimbursement, so we're not going to tell you what vendors you have to use. We're going to recommend vendors that we partner with and leverage reduced rates and preferred service. And Financialize being very at the top of the list, so I can't wait for you guys to learn more about Financialize today. But we also have our creative team to create a marketing strategy and provide in-house services. If you'd like to know how much is in your marketing reimbursement account or have a conversation about how to utilize it, just give your sales director a call at our office, and we'd love to speak with you about that. Our back office support team, this is another way that we add value to your business. This is the core of IMES and how Charles Hearing founded us years ago, in 1986 to be exact. We want to help the independent advisor work smarter, not harder. We're going to do that with our great business building tools and resources. Of course, advanced case design assistance, life and annuity quotes is an area that we assist with. We're going to get you those illustrations that you request within 24 hours, and be completely honest, we're going to get you those illustrations over within the hour. Submission to commission support is handled by our new business teams. Mackenzie is on the annuity team, and then Michelle is on the head of the life side. So they both have fantastic teams who work tirelessly every single day to help you get commission quicker. We're going to scrub your applications, submit them on your behalf, and do the administrative tracking and get you updates on those cases as needed. We do this to ensure you get commissioned as quickly as possible. This is a service that we provide to all of our valued producers, and how we help you grow your business by keeping you in front of clients while our team handles that back office support for you. Our website, also known as our IMES portal, this is a great tool for all of our producers to use, and another reason to work with us over here at IMES. Once you are contracted, you're going to have full access to everything that you see on this slide and so much more at IMESinc.com. which is our IMS portal. If you haven't registered for the website, it is very simple to do so. When we're done with this call, you can go ahead and create an account, and we'd love to see you on there. There's a lot of great resources that are available to you, including illustration tools, online forums, product grids, and product news, and industry updates are out there for you as well. There's also hundreds of sales resources for you to leverage, and every single recording of trainings that we perform at 10 a.m. Every morning, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time is recorded out there for you as well. Technology is where the industry is going, and Luma, this is our newest partnership to streamline the application process. Most of our carriers are now on the Luma Firelight eApp platform, so you can go to one site to submit all of your business. Some carriers are going to eApp only for some of their product lines and will also offer extra comp just for utilizing the eApp platform. So make sure you get with your sales director before you submit a paper app if you can earn more just by doing eApp. Do have a full in-house creative team. We can help you help your practice, and a lot of the items are turnkey and available for you. Many of our sales resources are white labeled, so we can simply impose your contact information and your business logos onto it. And then speaking of your logos, agency solutions is an area of expertise for our team. So if you haven't created a full customized brand for you and your agency, we can certainly help out with that. This is going to assist you with name recognition, which grows your natural market organically. And then lastly on this page is our digital marketing solutions. This is another very popular topic around here at IMS. We can help you with websites, social media marketing, email marketing, and much more. The internet and social media sites are where the overwhelming majority of prospects go to for information, especially after that first appointment with that prospect that you're going to be getting in front of. Just making sure that you're accessible and represented in those marketing lanes is very beneficial to growing your business. You can reach out to myself or any other sales director here at IMS when this webinar concludes to talk to them about how you can access our IMS creative team, and we can certainly get that ball rolling for you. We also offer a complimentary marketing analysis for agents looking to explore new sales ideas and programs. Whether you're new to the industry or already a seasoned producer, this free assessment can help you boost your business with insights on your website, digital presence, branding, and current marketing activities, as well as recommendations on trusted vendors for everything from lead generation to seminars and social content. You can reach out to your sales director to talk about setting up a marketing analysis. We'd sit down with you, learn about your current marketing efforts, and then really find out just more about your business and who you want to get in front of, how you want to target them. Then it allows us to put together a customized marketing plan just for your practice or agency. We founded our IMS Wealth Management team several years ago, and what we've done is grow this division of IMS very organically. We've helped advisors become IARs and pass the Series 65 at a very successful clip. Once you have registered, IMS Wealth will bring you great value to your practice with an incredibly competitive fee structure for both you and your clientele. We have great technology and a great investment platform. So this has been a major growth sector of our business, and AUM could be a major growth sector for your business as well. We are gearing up for our next incentive trip to the Dominican Republic with Athene. It's going to be held March 22nd through the 25th of 2026. All of your Athene annuity premium written through IMS now through December 31st. 2025 counts towards qualifying, and just 4 million points will punch a ticket for you and a guest. So give your sales director a call today for details and check your current standing, your current points for your standing. There is a double trip credit going on, so if you'd like more information on that, just give me a call. I'd be more than happy to let you know where you currently stand. And then while we're on the topic of incentive trips, we do have another one where the qualification period is going on as well. This is with SILAC. It's going to be held in Park City, Utah, August 2nd through the 5th of 2026. So just $2 million in paid SILAC FI premium is going to punch that ticket to this particular trip. So if you'd like to know where you stand for this trip, don't hesitate to give me a call. I'd be more than happy to let you know how much more qualifying points you're going to need to be able to punch that ticket. And then we do 3-day trainings, which are an excellent opportunity for our agents who are looking for new ways to grow their business. These are all expense paid academies. They give you the opportunity to learn from our top producers. They will go over the marketing strategies that they use to get from the bottom to the top. It also gives you a chance to speak with your peers in the industry from all over the country. I highly recommend that you do get registered for one of these life and annuity academies. We typically hold about 4 of them a year. Great way to learn from top producers in the industry, as well as learn about new marketing strategies and how to implement them into your practice effectively. And then with that being said, lastly, don't hesitate to follow us on Facebook or LinkedIn. We'd love to see you on there. And with that being said, I'm going to pass the presentation on over to Mark.
Awesome. Thank you, Jake. I really appreciate that. Yeah, hello, everybody. My name is Mark Heberling. So I'm the primary point of contact here at Financialize. I've been here for actually entering my 9th year. And today we're just going to talk a little bit about how we work as a company, how we got here. I'll talk about some of the policies and procedures that we have in place that make our leads what many of our agents tell me, at least, are the best leads in the business. I'll share some stories and insights, a couple of case studies. And before I get going, I always like to mention that I was in the business myself. Back in the 90s, I was in the business for 8 years. And so I know firsthand how challenging this business can be. And it's always a pleasure to work with anybody who's trying to get going. So whether you're a new agent in the business, maybe you're a 30-year veteran who's plateaued and you're looking to kickstart it a little bit more, maybe you've hit a rough patch and you're just trying to get back on track. Whatever the situation, our leads have very often provided an answer for these agents. One story that comes to mind I'll share is, and I always mention this one because it's such a good one, is Mike in Tampa, who started with us. I think it was 2019. It was right around the time of COVID, actually, just before. And he was buying just our $5 and $10 leads, which we have. And he was just working those over the course of a few months, and he hooked a big one. He ended up getting about a $32,000 commission check, and he wisely decided to reinvest that into our top of the line leads. And he did so well with those that he ended up buying the top of the line leads from my competitors. And then he did so well with that he started to do seminars. And today he's got a business doing north of $20 million a year in production. And that's a great story in and of itself. But the point is that notice how we were with him at every step of the way. We were there with the $5 and $10 leads, the $50 to $100 leads, which are our auction leads. I'll be talking about those shortly, and even our $450 to $500 priority leads. So we really are able to cover the various budgetary constraints that any agent may have. Okay, with that, let's see if I can do this. I'm always challenged. See if we can get my slideshow going here. Jake, is that coming through?
Looks good. Yes,
right,
sir.
Cool. So look, we work with insurance agents. We work with financial advisors. It's funny, people will ask, what's the breakdown? I'm going to suggest we probably 2/3 of our users are insurance only, and the other third are probably FINRA and RIAs. And I'm going to hit hard on this. We've been in business for 20 years. I mean, that means we've stood the test of time. We're in a business that's can be pretty cutthroat. It's pretty checkered. There's a lot of over-promising that comes along with it. And then there's a lot of legitimate companies who have been doing this for, maybe they've gotten in, they found a nice angle and are producing good leads, and the well seems to run dry. I've seen this happen countless times. So my point here is that what we have is a very sustainable and a repeatable model that works. And as I like to say, as long as people are walking the planet and the internet works, we're going to be in a position to generate leads because everything we do is digitally generated. We do have a well-oiled machine. Again, we've had 20 years to get it right. We've got a very good reputation out there. We've got a strong fan base. I'm going to suggest that probably half the people who work with us come from referrals. And I think that says a lot. And so what does this all mean? It means that we're a really, really, really good long-term partner. I've got a lot of agents who say that we're one of their bedrock lead vendors. They're not going to, they don't leave us. They may leave some others, but we're always part of that mix. I'm just going to address some common questions that I usually get. They're probably floating around in your head right now. Maybe I can knock those out. So the first thing is, we only sell one lead to one advisor. That's anything else is a bad look for everybody. So that's the way we've always done it. It's the way we're always going to do it. Territories by county. We don't do zip codes or radiuses. It's just go in, you'll literally see a map of the US, click on the state that you're interested in. We'll show you that state by county. And then it's just a matter of clicking on the counties that you want. You can select all if you want. And now might be a good time to mention that I'd say half the agents who join us often are selling virtually. So they'll come in and they don't grab 6 or 7 counties, they'll grab 6 or 7 states and every county in that state. We don't say no to that, you can do that. Notifications that we send out to you, whether it's letting you know you won a lead or we have assigned a lead to you, we do that by text, by email, and we also have apps. Unfortunately, right now, our Android app is not downloadable. Hope to have that up and running soon, but the iPhone is. Doesn't really matter. The text and email is how we predominantly send it out, and most agents prefer. All leads are digitally produced. In other words, we don't do TV, radio, or print media as of yet. That's the way we've always done it. And I'm going to show you what that digital ad page looks like in just a moment. All the data that you get, the lead information, it's all exportable into a CSV file with upload into your favorite software. We are writing APIs and hook-ins for various, I think Wealthbox and maybe Go High Level, and there's a number that are coming, so we should be able to provide that if that matters to you. Sometimes it's just easier to do the CSV file. And then we maintain a lead and billing history. This is to be used for tax purposes, certainly, because on this we also show what credit card was used. And that document can also be used for any marketing reimbursement that you may be in line to get. And I mentioned the ad page, so here it is. On the right side here, you see the couple on the beach. But if you look to the left, I will make note of the fact that we get over 15 to 20,000 new prospects each month. These are folks who actually are taking the time to fill out this ad page that you see here. And so they're going to give us name, email address, phone number, obviously. And then the zip code is going to tell us the town they're located in, and then year of birth. And then you see it says investment amount. So what that shows is as a drop-down menu. It's 0 to 10,000, 10 to 25, 25 to 50, 50 to 100. Eventually it gets to over 3 million. And so they'll go ahead and click that. And the moment they do, it comes into our call center. I do want to point out on this page, if you look up toward the top above the couple, you see it says annuities.net. That's what we're advertising because we actually do own annuities.net. And that's important for you to know because when you call the prospect, it will be doing so under annuities.net, not under Financialize. That's just our brand name to you, the advisor. So again, they go ahead and type in their information, they hit submit, and now it comes through to our call center. This is where we provide the value add. We do the screening, scrubbing. It comes through to our team of customer service reps, CSRs as we call them, and we're going to start calling that lead immediately. We're going to call that lead, in fact, as many as 15 times over the better part of a week. We will have left a couple of messages. If we never connect with them, is that still a lead? And the answer would be yeah, because they gave us the initial information, and there's people who will pay $5, $10, $20 for that or more if the assets are large enough. Obviously, we're digging for gold. We're trying to get the better leads, and that starts when we get them on the phone. So once we get them on the phone, we're going to enter into about a 2 to 5 minute call. It's a scripted 7-8 questions that we go through. Really what we're doing is we're confirming the information they provided for us, and we're letting them know they're going to be hearing from an annuity expert shortly. So that's the way we present it. We do talk about speed to lead. I'll just mention it here. It's very important to get to these folks as quickly as possible. Our best agents, if they got the lead and they're not reaching out, and this is assuming it's one we spoke with, if they're not reaching out within the first couple of hours, they're getting kind of antsy about it. So I say try to reach them within 24 hours. Obviously, if it comes in the evening, then you probably call them the next day, next morning. Anyway, once we had that conversation and we've done the vetting, we pass it to the team leads. They do a double check, and then they assign the lead depending on the type of lead that it is. And that leads right into this, which is our categories of leads. So going left to right from highest to lowest in price, we actually have, while it's 4 leads that you see here, it's 2 programs that we have, the priority program and the auction program. And you can participate in the priority lead program if you would like to or not. And the same goes for the auction program. The hot leads and the marketplace leads that you see there you're going to see those just by being active with us. Anyway, I'll just run through these quickly. Priority leads priced $450 to $500, and they're automatically assigned. So if you join the priority program, you know the quality we provide, and what you're saying is, if that lead comes through from one of my counties, and I'm the next person that the software says should get that lead, go ahead and give it to me and charge my card. So that's the way that we do that. If you look at the 3 bullet points underneath, you'll see the specs we're looking for. Just really 3 boxes to be checked. They have to have at least $25,000 in investable assets. I will tell you the average with us is about 175,000 on our last look through. That was averaging out of the brackets, but that's the number. I do tend to hear that our dollar amounts are higher than some of our competitors. And the 25,000 is actually the $25,000 to $50,000 category. It's the smallest category. That one is not priced at $450. That one is priced at $175. The age bracket is 45 to 79, and these have to be folks willing to speak with a financial advisor. Moving on to the hot lead, you'll see the price range on that is $200 to $485, and these are going to be optional. So the way we handle hot leads is, let's say you're in Miami and a hot lead comes from Tallahassee up in the Panhandle. We're still going to send that hot lead to you just because it's from somewhere in the state of Florida. So even if the county Tallahassee is in, whatever that may be, is not in your territory, you're still going to see those hot leads. And we're not going to drown you in them. It's not going to be too much, but you know, and maybe that's too far for you to go, so just ignore it. But you might like it, and feel free to try to click the buy it now button before anybody else, because it is a race to the buy it now button. Whoever clicks it first will get it. This is going to be what makes it a hot lead. If the person tells us they want an email first leads, those go out as hot leads. If the prospect's outside 45 to 79, maybe they're 82 with 300,000 in cash, I've got plenty of agents happy to talk about a MIGA with that person. And then I've got some agents who aren't interested at all. Or maybe the person's 41 with 200,000 in cash, could be an IUL opportunity. Again, it's whether or not you want to act on it. Our third type of, and by the way, I'm going to backtrack here. Just so you know, priority leads represent maybe 3 to 4% of what we do. Hot leads, maybe 5 to 6%. So right there, maybe 10% of our leads are in these upper echelon bracket of priority to hot, priced anywhere from, $250 on up to $500. And then moving down to the auction leads, our third type of lead, these are priced anywhere from really 20 to 250. Again, these are optional. We're going to send these out by text and by email. And it's truly an auction, a little like eBay. It's going to be whoever the high bidder is going to be. There is an opening bid amount on the lead. We go in increments of 5. So let's pretend a $39 opening bid lead was sent out, and it was close to you. So you think, I'll go to 70. There's a window for you to type in 70. At hour 17 in the auction, somebody starts to bid against you, and they go in increments of 5. So it would be, it's at 39, they'd go to 44, we'd hit them back with 49, they'd go to 54, we'd hit them back with 59. The bidding stops there, you'll get it for 59. So that's the way we handle that. I should also mention that the auction leads do have a buy it now button as well. And so if you see a fairly attractive one that you don't want to risk losing during the 24 hours, you can just click buy it now. You'll have to pay a little bit more for it, but at least you get it. And lastly, our marketplace leads. None of our leads start in marketplace. They end up there because nobody bought them during the auction, 24-hour auction. So we just kick them in there, and whatever you see in there, whatever price you can buy. We've actually added a shopping cart because a lot of people will buy 10, 20, 50, 100 at a time. I just tell people marketplace leads, the predominant marketplace lead is one that we never spoke with. These are best done in volume, and that means having a system. So if you buy these onesie twosies, people seem to just get disappointed, because the reality is if you buy 100, you may end up speaking with 35. That seems to be a number I hear, somewhere around a third you'll connect with. I will mention that these are sold as is. If the phone number is dead, or it turns out they're a financial advisor, those are automatic refunds. Anything else, this is sort of the risk being on you. Okay, gonna move on here. We're super easy to work with. There's no tying up of your capital. There's no cost to join. There is no cost to leave. There's no time commitment, and we don't charge in advance. We're not asking you for $3,000 and we promise to get you, 10 leads in the first 30 days. We don't do that. We only show you what we've created. So it's incumbent on us to get the lead first, and then we push the information out to the agents. And not only do we not tie up your capital, we don't tie up your time. This is a really simple reactive program. You can continue doing your seminars, your workshops, your networking and social media, whatever other avenues you have. You can continue doing that. And when an opportunity arises, you're gonna hear your phone ping, and you can take a look and make your mind up if it's something of interest or not. So I never quite understand why not everybody's doing this, but just because it's so easy and hands off. I have to discuss lead expectations, because if I don't, you're going to set your own expectations, and those don't ever seem to necessarily align. So I just want to run through what would happen if you were to buy, say, 10 priority leads from me at $500. These, of course, would be our top of the line leads. $500 leads, the folks have $500,000 or more. But I just say, if you buy 10 from me, I can promise you'll have 3 flat out swings and misses. These are people, either you'll never talk to them, or when you do, they change their mind, which they're allowed to do. You're going to have 3 solid conversations. You're going to be hanging the phone up knowing that there's a good shot at least 1, maybe 2 of the 3. It's really the middle 4 where the rubber meets the road. These are folks where the timing isn't right, or they don't trust you. So the question is, how good are you at following up, slow playing and finessing a lead, staying on top of them and organized, reaching out to them every 4 to 6 weeks with a text message. Hey, Bob, don't know if you saw it, the Fed just dropped interest rates. Annuities tend to lag. There's a small window of time where we could maybe lock in a higher rate right now. If you're interested, call me. Things like that, where they know that you're thinking about them. If you do that, I'm going to suggest that out of those 4 in the middle, you'll probably be in the running for at least 2, maybe 3 of them. So at the end of the day, what I'm saying, 10 leads, you're going to have 5 to 6 in play. And from that, you're going to be closing 1 to 2. Our universal close rate seems to be right around 15%. I'm going to show you somebody here who is at 12.5%. This is Manny. Manny is an agent of ours down in North Carolina. He's been with us longer than I've been here. I talked to him a couple of months ago, is where I got this from. And I hadn't talked to him in maybe a year and a half. I said, hey, Manny, how are we doing for you? He said, hey, 1 out of 8. And I said, 1 out of 8. I suppose that's what your close rate is? He said, yep. And he had just crunched the numbers the day prior. So he said, but it's not enough just to say that. You have to add context. He said, I buy 6 leads a month from you guys, or at least my budget's for 6, and I usually get filled on that. So in a year, I'm going to buy, 6 leads, 12 months, I'm going to get 72 leads from you. I just told you I closed 1 out of 8. 8 goes into 72 9 times, so I'm going to have 9 contracts. And here's the thing. I don't know which one's going to be a single, the double, or the home run. I wish they were all home runs. They're not going to be. But I know out of 9, I'll probably get 1 or 2. He said, I just got a triple last month. And I said, okay, how much was that? He said, $450,000. And then before we hung up, I did ask him, I said, hey, what have you been averaging lately with us, do you think? And he thought for a minute. He said, it's been kind of high lately. I don't know if it's sustainable, but he said, it seems like running around maybe 300,000. So the number at the bottom there is, 9 cases at 300,000, 2.7 million in premiums. At street, you're looking at about 160 for what, a $36,000 investment. It's about a 4.5x ROI, just so you know. And this, what I just ran through, this is typical. There's nothing flashy here or anything. This is a fairly reasonable expectation. I have included some agent quotes. I'll let you guys read through those later. I think Jake's probably going to send the slide deck out. You can look through it as you and read those. And then I do want to mention Belinda, also in North Carolina. She's been with us a long time. She's a virtual agent. She's in probably 44 states, I think. And I just put her quote here. I don't know my close rate or ROI. What I know is your leads work to the point I spent $40,000 year to date. I just bought 2 auction leads last week and wrote a $700,000 MIGA and $300,000 FIA. She had taken the month of July off, so it must have been early August that she and I spoke, and she just toss that out, that she bought 2 leads and within 48 hours had written this. But these were her bullet points to me, and I just thought I'd pass along. She says, stay in the game and spend money, analyze, but don't overanalyze. I think what she's saying is if you hit a rough stretch, don't just pull out of the program, out of the blue. Know that the systems work. Have a war chest to fund the purchases. She really hit hard on this. You got to know the products really well. This isn't anything you guys don't know, but she says it's important to be able to pivot quickly, explain things well, appear knowledgeable. And she hit on that last point. She said, be nice. And I said, isn't that a given? And she said, no, it's not. She said, I'm in a male-dominated society with a lot of egos. And she said, it's surprising to me how many times I win business and people literally tell me it's because I was nice. So anyway, take it for what it's worth. In summary, we generate over 15,000 leads a month. We have a very well-structured and developed vetting process that we utilize. It's worked for us for 20 years. We have leads for all different budget types, 1 lead to 1 agent, protected territory for our top of the line leads. The software is second to none. It is very easy to navigate through. I'm always here to help walk you through it if you need it. We're steady Eddie as far as partners go for marketing purposes, and there's no tying up of capital or your time. And let's see if I can. So if you're intrigued, you'll want to go to financialize.com, and from there you can, on the far right, you'll see it says get started. If you click that, it'll bring you to the wizard to create your account. Now, one thing you got to know is that while there is no charge in getting going with us, we do ask for a card on file just because I can't chase 1,500 people around for payment. So we just ask that you put it in at that point, and then we can just utilize it as you start buying leads. I mentioned to choose your program. Remember, we have priority or auction. Those are our 2 programs, and you create a map for each. Now, those maps can be identical or they can be very different. It's up to you. And once you've done that, we can start pushing leads to you or opportunities to you. And if you want to speak further with me, I'm happy to book a call with you. And whoops, there we go. My contact information is here. Feel free to text me at my cell or just call me. And my email address is there as well. I do want to make mention of a couple other things because there's changes afoot here. We've always done annuity leads. It's our bread and butter. A couple of years ago, we did life leads. And I wasn't sure just how good they were. I was getting a mixed bag. They were about $150. Well, we ended up pulling the plug on the program. And when we did that, it was quite an uprising. And it was at that point I realized, I'm the tip of the spear. I don't always hear everything good, but everybody was like, "What are you doing pulling the plug on this? These leads were great." So in any case, it's now been a couple of years. We're just getting going with the life leads, and you can actually add those if that's something that you do. What I'm glad we're doing this time is we're delineating on the types of life leads. So we're segmenting IUL versus whole versus term versus final expense. We will have priority and hot leads for IUL, and we'll have them for whole life. We're not going to have them for term or for final expense. Those will just go into the marketplace. They're not even going into auction. In fact, we don't even have auction for the life leads. So those will just go into the marketplace. Whatever price you see them at, you can buy them at that price. We will be doing next year LTC. Next year is almost here, right? LTC, and eventually we'll be doing AUM leads. Those are coming. I will mention that we are doing something called lead revival. And in a nutshell, it's like this. If you're a 20-year veteran or even 5-year veteran, you likely have a database of names that you've developed, maybe leads you paid for. These are leads maybe you keep meaning to get back to but never do. How about if we work those for you? So this is now an offering that we have in place. There is an initial pricing ranging from $10 to $20 a name to work that name. And then based on the success outcomes, we would have a charge for that. Now, we are just incorporating live transfer on lead revival. So we will have that capability. And by the way, that capability is coming for our other leads in the not too distant future, probably next year, maybe January timeframe. We're doing some beta testing on it now. But a live transfer would be $100 if we just schedule an appointment for you. This again for lead revival. If we schedule an appointment for you and that appointment is kept, that would be $60. And if we pick up some dust and interest off of the texting and emailing that we'll be doing, which is a part of the whole triangulation of reaching out to these folks, that's a $20 charge. We also will be reaching out via social media. We check to see if they have any sort of Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram connection. We actually work them through that as well. So that is Lead Revival. You certainly can book time with me as well if you'd like to hear more about that. So I think that's it, Jake. I just wanted to cover all those bases. Are you there?
Yes, sir. Yeah, no, thanks everyone for joining on today's webinar. I highly recommend anyone, even if you're already running your main sources of marketing, to try out Financialize. It's a great option to be running co-aligningly with whatever your main source of marketing is right now. Even if you don't select the priority leads starting out with Financialize, you'll always see some auction leads and hot leads coming in. Completely up to you if you want to buy them or not. So fantastic opportunity to co-aligningly run multiple programs. There's no silver bullet when it comes to marketing. Some programs could be more hot month in and month out. So just getting more appointments week in and week out. Fantastic. Yeah, no opportunity to run a program that you know you're not going to be spending X amount. It's really up to you. So yeah, no, with that being said, is there anything, Mark, before we get everyone moved on with their Wednesday?
No, all good. Thanks again for the time. Appreciate it. And I'll hope to hear from anybody who's interested in learning more.
For sure. Never hesitate. Anyone in here today to give us a call. Number again, 800-255-5055. Have a fantastic day. Look forward to connecting soon. Thank you.